Tonight, from Raymond James Stadium in Tampa, Florida, it's a special Friday edition of the NFL on EA Sports.
Here's Jason Sanders now to get this one started, and off we go from Tampa. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. The Bucs getting ready to go on offense for the first time, and it's Baker Mayfield leading him out in his second season as a Buccaneer and his 7th overall.
And he had a most impressive bounce-back season last year, nearly leading his team to the NFC Championship game. That's not something you see every day, and he was rewarded for it as Tampa Bay decided to make him definitely their quarterback for the future. Now for him, he wants to prove it's not a one-year thing, and in fact, he is the long-term answer for this franchise.
Oh, the first play of the game going to be intercepted. Marcus May with a pick, and he'll bring it back to the 9-yard line.
Wow, just one snap in, partner, and the complexion of this game has already changed because for the defensive side, they just handed their offense a short field and a big early advantage. And even though it's only the first snap of the game, we're going to look back on this one and see if it has lasting effects as this game moves on.
First and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. Here's Mostert. And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6.
That's good power football on first and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there, but that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
One more time with Mostert. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. On play action, here's Tua. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
3rd and goal, they decided to throw for it, but how about the play defensively? Couldn't find anyone open, left him nowhere to go with the football, had to absorb the sack.
They'll run with a rookie drafted in the 3rd round. Then he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown. Tip Ryman taking it in from a yard out. And the Dolphins are on the board first here on the road in Tampa. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And he'll wisely just take a knee here, and this ball will come out to the 30-yard line. Tampa Bay, they're getting ready to set up shop here for their second drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Mayfield off the play fake. That's complete. It's Chris Godwin. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 46. Play fake. Mayfield. the Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Calais Campbell finding his way home for the sack.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. They go play action. Mayfield. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. Mayfield looks to throw. It's caught by Mike Evans. Despite a pickup of 16, they're still well short of the sticks on 4th.
I don't know how many times, not just in my playing career, but you and I working together, have we ever heard a coach say, you know, I just don't have that play on my call sheet. And that's really what we had here. That was a big hole they were trying to get out of.
Yeah, big gain, still a ways to go, though.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
Two and now on 1st down. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. You know, last week I remember asking you, what would an offensive coordinator be looking for week 2 of the preseason? Now we're in week 3. Defensive coordinator-wise, what's he looking at?
For the most part in preseason, you're playing pretty basic stuff, pretty vanilla defenses. You're looking for guys that play with abandon, that just go out and make plays and kind of let their athletic ability take over in order for you to notice them.
Now he's loose at the 40. Now look out to the 20. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Raheem Mostert, 91 yards. And the Dolphins are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and it's now 14-0. So 2 plays on that scoring drive. That's how they drew it up. And the long run into the end zone, and what a run it was. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And the returner down to a knee, and this will come out to the 30-yard line. Now the Buccaneer offense gets set to take over. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on 1st down. Mayfield now. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Going with White here. Toss left. And he gets this up to the 34, out of bounds there.
In today's NFL, you hear all the time about stretching the field and creating space in order to run plays. A toss play will help accomplish that because now you're pushing a defense to chase you all the way to the edges and to the sideline. That's a nice run. Probing now early to try and get things done later.
He finds his man. That's Otten, the tight end. And he is going to have the Buccaneers 1st down, and comfortably so, as he gets 5 there on 3rd and a yard. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on 1st quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
first down. They look downfield, and it's complete. Yeah, he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. Give him 30 yards there.
Seems like all the fireworks in this first quarter have been on the other sideline, but here they're saying, hey, we've got some explosive guys on our side too. And that's a big play in a game that's looking like it might be full of big plays.
First down, here's White. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
The Bucs passing game looking good on this drive. It's a first down.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage, and here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
From the red zone now, Mayfield. Quick hitter here, it's complete. The result, only 4 yards there on the play, and that'll bring up second down. To throw, Mayfield. He's got it. And that's good for a gain of 6. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. Mayfield. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up 4th down here.
So the snap will come from the 3, but remember, they don't need the touchdown. They can get the first down if they get a yard, and the ball gets to the 2. Going to the air again with Mayfield. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Bucs try it on 4th down, but come up empty. And this 10-play drive winds up yielding nothing. Well, down 2 touchdowns already. I guess they felt they needed to go for it, but it's still early, still first half.
I think conventional wisdom says, look, as you point out, you got a whole half to play. Hang in there. Don't give up any more points in this situation. Do a little adjusting at the half and come out ready to go. But sometimes those coaches can just sense their team. Maybe they're a little flat or they need a little extra inspiration. And he decided to go for it there to try and kickstart things.
And they'll come up 2nd and 7. And they'll send Waddle in motion left. Tagovailoa to throw on 2nd down here. This one complete to Jalen Waddle. Now he's free to midfield. How about this? Jalen Waddle. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Jalen Waddle, 94 yards. And the Dolphins take a 3-touchdown lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And it's now 21-0. Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2. So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. And no thought of bringing this one out. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll begin the drive at the 30. And Tampa Bay trots out. Now Tua signaling to change things up. Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Play action. Now it's Tua. Open man down the field. That's Leggett. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That one good for 26 and a first down.
Love the play call that time. Love the design. You put 3 tight ends on the field. That screams jumbo set, running formation to a defense, right? No, they go play action, and defense gets confused for just a split second. And next thing you know, completion for good yardage.
Levante David in on the tackle.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
From the 33, here's a 2nd down and 6. On the ground, this is Devon Achane. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. They'll run for it with Achane. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue. Well, they gave themselves options there on the 3rd down play and were able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
Achane gets it from the gun. And able to work his way down to the 16. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
Now 2nd and 3. Tua going to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Hill. And Hill is going to have a Dolphins first down as he's down to the 11. Tua sets up to pass it. And incomplete. A drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down. In motion, Hill. Tua to try again on 2nd down. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down. These offensive starters still out there in the 2nd quarter. You would think the plans for them to at least play into the 3rd quarter, if not all the way through.
Yeah, it might go by feel. If they have a really good first drive to start the 3rd quarter, they might pull them after that. If not, might leave them out there a little bit longer, but I'll guarantee this, they'll be gone by the start of the 4th quarter.
Touchdown, Dolphins! Jamison Williams, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Dolphins are able to widen their lead here in this first half. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the rout is on here in this first half. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And he'll wisely just take a knee here, and this ball will come out to the 30-yard line. Williams being motion left. Tua going to tap this forward on the jet sweep. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Up the middle they go with Mostert. And he's got room. And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. 125 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. They fake the handoff. Now Tua. That one complete to Ligon. They tried to tiptoe the pylon, but they're going to say he stepped out at the 1-yard line. It's a big play there for Miami. 46 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, if only they were all this easy, because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of...
And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Tip Ryman ready for the regular season with his 2nd touchdown of the game, as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and the route is on here in this first half. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And the returner down to a knee, and this will come out to the 30-yard line. The attention shifting back to Chris. They'll send a receiver in motion left. He'll get an opportunity with it on the touch pass. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. Well, that'll help the old passing stats. Remember, it was a pop pass, so it's not a wide receiver run there, Charles.
Well, I like the way that you scored it, and that's exactly how it goes into the books. But remember, he's had success throwing the ball the standard way in this game. And here, this little tap pass, it goes for good yardage, a little something extra in his repertoire.
Now a first down throw complete downfield. It's a big play there for Miami. 49 yards.
This offense is looking very comfortable here in this first half. Very relaxed, very smooth, very efficient. No wasted motions. Things are definitely going their way, and they continue to move the ball downfield.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
So 3 plays, already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. They'll run on 1st down with Wright, and they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pick up a 3. And Charles, we get a look there at the draft class for this offense. What do you make of it?
Well, overall, I like the balance of the guys that they selected, because to me, they got a few guys who can step in and play right away, which is exactly what you want. But they also drafted for the future as well. They've got some guys who might need a year or 2 on the practice squad, so then we'll find out if they can actually play.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll go again here with Wright. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal. And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he is in. Touchdown, Miami. Tip Ryman on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Dolphins are able to stretch out their lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the rout is on here in this first half. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And no thought of bringing this one out. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll begin the drive at the 30. Offense heading back out, and with them comes Rashad White. Now Tua just going to bat this forward on the end around. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down. They'll run right side with Mostert. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down.
Well, partner, they've been running it well the entire game, and the big guys up front, they're a huge reason why. And now they're reaping the benefits as they continue to open up big holes and gain nice yardage.
Second down and 6 now. Off of play action, Tagovailoa. And he'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 31-yard line. 18 big yards on that one, and a Miami first. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful you're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Hill going to go in motion right. And he'll get it here on the touch pass. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a first down. In motion, Hill. Setting to throw on first down is Tua. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And the Dolphins are going to have a first and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense, got to find a better way of account.
And he's going to ball his way into the end zone for the Dolphins score. Raheem Mostert with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Dolphins have taken a 5-touchdown lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the rout is on here in this first half. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And he'll wisely just take a knee here, and this ball will come out to the 30-yard line. Mike Evans in the Tampa offense about to set up shop, making his presence felt early in this one. First half, already over the century mark.
How about the yards per completion, too? That's a pretty darn good number there. Number of catches, but he's shredding defenses, getting big yardage with each and every one of them.
They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Now Mayfield. This is caught by Evans. Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number one. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Throwing, Mayfield. He's got Otten. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards. On 1st and 10, Mayfield. And this is caught by Evans. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. The Bucs forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts.
So as they talk it over, we step aside.
So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. This just a 35-yard attempt from the left hash. And his kick here is good. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. Well, not the best first half facing this deficit, but at least they did put 3 on the board before half.
Yeah, it's a little bit like that stormy, cloudy day, and the sun peeks through just for a second. They saw the sun there. They're hoping to see a little bit more of it in the second half.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Tua, a final shot before half. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout. As we send you a stone's throw away across I-4 to Orlando. There standing by is Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
All right, Brandon, thank you very much. Week 3 of the preseason is here. Everyone wrapping up their exhibition schedule. No games for the league on Labor Day weekend. And then it all begins. The 17-game regular season gets underway on the Thursday after Labor Day with the NFL kickoff game. In our game, expect to see the starters for at least one more drive. Something to look forward to as we get you back out to Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Our starters likely to be out there for the third quarter as we get back underway in this second half.
Here comes the All-Pro returner from last year, Rashid Shaheed. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Dolphins getting set to go back to work here in quarter number 3. And the first half definitely went their way, and this would seem to be a great opportunity to kind of put this game a little closer out of reach with a score here.
Yeah, and it's a wonderful opportunity for them because if they can add 7 more to their lead before the other guys even see the football, that could be the decisive blow in this game. I think that's how they're eyeing it. That's how they're approaching it.
A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. As we surmise, Charles, most of the starting units still out there for this third quarter. First time this preseason that they played into the second half.
And that's by design. Most of the time by this point of the preseason, you want them to go into the half, cool down, and then come back out and warm up to start the third quarter like you would a regular season game. That's exactly what they wanted to get done.
And he'll have a Dolphins first down as he's able to get this up past the 40.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And they'll go right back to right. And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. 17 yards for the Dolphins there as they've got themselves a first down. They've got the lead early here in the third quarter, and runs like that are how they established that lead in the first half.
I love the fact that you're using the word lead because they are leading from the front, pounding on the defense right now with the running game, and truly establishing themselves here in the second half.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 43. From the gun, a run with Mostert. And down to the 36-yard line here. 153 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
Here's the veteran. That's Jeff Wilson. And Wilson's going to have a Dolphins first down as the tackle is made at the 28-yard line.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
Now Tua going to change the play. And they'll accept that penalty. The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. In motion, Hill. And they'll get it forward to him on the touch pass.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Tua going to tap this forward on the jet sweep. And just good downhill running there as he'll take this to the 15-yard line. That one good for 13 and a Dolphin first down. Wilson with a first down carry. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 11 more on that one and another first down. Wilson is into the end zone. Touchdown, Miami. Some good running there at the end of the drive. He had the burst that set up the 1st and goal, and then one play later, he's in the end zone.
Brandon, what I liked about that sequence is I'm not sure who made the play call, but they understood the situation, understood the momentum. A nice hard-charging run, give it right back to him, and let him cap things off.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And the returner down to a knee, and this will come out to the 30-yard line. Here comes the Buccaneers offense. They get their first reps up. Sanders on for the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And no thought of bringing this one out. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll begin the drive at the 30. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled. They'll start the drive with Wilson. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
And now they'll shift things around.
Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10.
This will be caught. It's Waddle. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
And 22 more yards there and another first down.
Well, those backups on the sideline, they got to be eagerly anticipating the fourth quarter upcoming. Look at the size of the lead, how they're moving the football. This defense really struggling and giving up plays like we just saw.
Yeah, the Stars have certainly done all they've needed to in this one, haven't they? But my question is, will he be able to resist the urge to continue to run things up a bit and get his main guys a few bonus stats before he calls them off the field?
And Shaheed going to go in motion. He's going to handle it on the touch pass.
And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain.
This 2nd and 4.
They'll run with Wilson out of the shotgun.
And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone. 51 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
On first, they'll go back to Wilson. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. They're mounting a nice drive here. Good chunk of yardage there again. O-line, they've been solid this drive.
They have that look about them right now that says, if you do anything but run the ball behind us, you're crazy. They have really moved it well on this drive, and they want to finish it off the same way.
3rd and goal as they look to pour some more salt in the wound. Tua going to give this to Wright.
He's going to be marked down very close to the first down marker, but it looks like he's a yard short. 4 yards, that gets him close to the goal line, but it also brings up a 4th and goal.
A choice to make. You're on the road. You're going to take the 3. You're so close to the end zone.
Well, you know what the book says. You know, that mythical book about what to do in certain situations. Road team, it says be aggressive. Go get a touchdown. Don't play for a field goal. I say keep that book open and do it.
And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown.
Tip Ryman
punching it in from a yard away.
And the Dolphins get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
And he'll wisely just take a knee here. This ball will come out to the 30-yard line.
And Tampa Bay trots out there. They'll start out here with a jet sweep.
Here now, 2nd and 4.
They'll run straight ahead with Wilson. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
The Dolphins on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for this with Wright. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
Just a simple run play there on 3rd and 1, but this D was up to the challenge and stopped him. Bring it up 4th down.
The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. 4th down. Here's White. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That pickup goes for 25. What a flip of the script from 4th down to 1st.
Well, partner, nothing but praise from me for this offense. They have been tremendous all night long. They knew what they had to do to unlock the defense. And let's face it, this has been a master class in offensive football that we've been here to witness.
Now they'll change things up. A give up the middle to Wright. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
On 2nd down, a run by Achane. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. So that run play nullified by the holding call on the tight end.
Yeah, I just think he needs to get off the ball a lot quicker and get into the block a little bit more effectively. Then he doesn't have to reach and grab and try and hold on.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. A run straight ahead with Achane. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. Without the previous penalty, that would have been a 1st down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10.
Naturally so. The defense was keyed in on everyone but the back on that play, and it took them an extra second to react when he got the carry. It's still a tough 3rd down to pick up here, but a lot more manageable after an excellent carry on 2nd down.
White on 3rd and long. He'll get this complete to Worthy. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. That's a 3rd down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
White now on 1st down. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Partner, you and I have struggled with this for years. You got the lead. Just take care of the football and burn some of that clock. But there's something to be said for not taking your foot off the gas as well, because you can never have too big of a cushion. That one, though, falls incomplete.
Back to the ground, Achane. Down to the 30 after a gain of 3. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
White. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have the Dolphins 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defensive side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives them a 1st and goal.
Boy, this is a well-orchestrated drive they've put together. You think back to how far they were backed up to start things out, but they've gone on a march since then. And now after that completion there, they've got a 1st and goal.
They'll run on 1st down with Wright, and they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3.
They went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line, because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
On 2nd down, here's a run with Wright, and he's going to bowl his way into the end zone for the Dolphins score. Jalen Wright. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Dolphins add another 6 points to what's going to be a blowout victory. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And the returner down to a knee, and this will come out to the 30-yard line. Here comes the Tampa Bay offense. Play action. Here's White. Completes it to the tight end, Smythe. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That's good for 28 yards. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people pointed out to me, it's a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. They'll work the middle here with Wright. And he's able to get across midfield and down into Buccaneer territory. 60 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
I know that every now and then we get in those meetings with coaches, and you almost want to roll your eyes when they talk about staying on schedule when they're moving the football. But would you say a 7-yard run is ahead of schedule?
Fourth quarter with the lead, you love that, don't you?
No.
Well, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Down the sideline he goes. And it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. And now both of these defenses. McLaughlin for the extra point. And they make the score a little bit more respectable here in our final quarter of play. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. The return is the rookie Xavier Worthy. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. CD, I mean, they have just been scoring at will. It's been score after score after score, and a lot of times we use the term blowout for a lopsided ball game. And this has kind of gone past that. I think we're in historic territory right now. And got his man complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A big pickup of 38. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 36. The man in motion is Wright. On 1st and 10, White. Wright's got him. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. The Dolphin passing game rolling here. They've got another first down coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Now White with a first down throw. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. But Charles, in this win, they've really just had one speed, and that's been all out. They're still driving the ball downfield despite the circumstances and the big lead, and they just continue to find ways to get into the end zone with ease.
They're certainly in that zone where almost everything they try is successful and often leads to points. Teams don't get those types of games very often, so when they do, many of them just want to take advantage of it to the last second.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And no thought of bringing this one out. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll begin the drive at the 30. The Tampa Bay offense set to go again. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it.
And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance. Well, by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go to each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off-season. But on game day, you both want to show your best. And I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we bid you good night from Tampa.